Hey guys, so today I will be making my do-it-yourself at-home body wash. So today I will be making my at-home recipe with natural ingredients. In reference to the body wash, I do use a few items which I have already show listed here. A lot of things that do help with doing these is if you have a measuring, a scale so you can measure your ingredients, in a bowl so you can also mix your things. In reference to, make sure you also have a container to place your thing with a funnel at the end. It would also be useful to having a mixing tool, and I also have everything else laid out. So perfect, so we'll get started. So in reference to the recipe, we're going to be getting started by adding, so we're going to be starting by adding grapeseed oil. In reference to the amount of grapeseed oil that we'll be using will be 99 milligrams. So for perfect, 98.5, that's good enough. Great, so for the next part, we'll be using some jojoba oil. So in reference to these ingredients, I always recommend looking for ingredients that have like just one ingredient. Like in reference to this one, like let's see, the ingredient for this is just jojoba seed oil certified organic. So it's pretty natural, so that's really good for you. You get a good deal too if you're buying in bulk. Okay, for this amount, we're gonna be doing 27 milligrams. So we're gonna, perfect, not too much. Okay, so we completed that. After we add the jojoba oil, we'll be actually adding, let's see, the vegetable glycerin. For the vegetable glycerin, I was actually out of honey, which was my preferred choice because I needed a raw natural honey, unfortunately. But this is also a good substitute because it makes the solution more liquefied. So for this, we're going to be using 3.5 tablespoons. So we'll be doing 5 of these. That's one. Once we get this ready, I'm gonna just mix this all together before we add the Castile oil to make sure the consistency is correct. So I'm gonna show it to you guys how it's currently looking like. So, well, first I'm gonna just mix it up to make sure it's all evenly distributed. So once I see the consistency is evenly distributed, I'm gonna try again. Well, I'm actually gonna leave it down and I'm gonna add the Castile oil. We'll be adding 486 milligrams. In reference to the Castile oil, since this is like soap, we have to be very careful when we're doing it. I added 86. So I'm just gonna mix this in slowly. In reference to this product, since we're not using any preservatives, it has a shelf life of 2 to 3 weeks. So you guys can't currently see my my project, but currently it's cloudy. That's okay to see it. You want to see it. That means it's becoming a separate consistency, which is neither oil nor the Castile oil. So let me see. So this is kind of how the material is kind of looking like this. So far I have 86 added. So now we're going to be adding more. So now I'm going to try adding 100. So just make sure you turn on your scale and you put it to tare again. And then we're just going to slowly add 100. And I added 156. And we're just going to mix this as well. It's going to be a bit easier to mix it now since the other consistency had already been mixed in. And the good thing about this recipe, some recipes you do have to heat up. This is a cold recipe, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to see if maybe I do this, if maybe it's easier for you guys to see. And this is kind of how the product is looking in consistency. It's looking, so we're missing 243 more. So I'm gonna probably see how much I can add. Be careful to not add bubbles. 150 I added. That's okay. So just be careful. If you see any bubbles forming, just mix around them carefully, pop them, and just mix around them to kill the bubbles. And we're almost getting there. I see everything lining up. It looks more like a lighter eggnog. I don't see any bubbles, which means we have been doing it slowly. After this has been completed, we will actually be adding the essential oils. This is the current amount that I have set up and I will be having listed for you. So the amount that I currently have is 27 drops of Cedar, 27 drops of Sandalwood, 18 drops of Rose, and 14 drops of Geranium. This is the Sandalwood. In reference to essential oils, if you're not sure how the oil that you're trying to get smells, I also recommend always, if you use a cotton swab and add it there, you can get a taste to see how the oil smells. The next one I'll be using is going to be lavender. So I'm going to be adding around, let's see, I'm adding 5 drops of that. So this time we'll be also be using rose as well. In reference to rose, I use 18 drops of that. So we only have 2 more left. And that's going to be, the first one we're using is going to be Cedar. I also do like a little woodsy smell, so that's where the sandalwood and Cedar come in to help in with the essential oils. So for this one, we'll be using 27. And we're almost done. The last one that we actually have left is going to be Geranium. This is another rose flower. Smells very fragrant. So for that one, we'll be using, let's see, 14 drops. So you guys can't smell it, but it actually smells wonderful and very fragrant. So it's going to be a wonderful smell. So actually, it's already perfectly mixed up. Let's see. I'm going to be showing you guys a picture of how it currently looks. After this is already completed, the formula, the next step is to actually add it to the funnel. And once that is completed, we have to let it rest for 24 hours. At least 24 hours too. So this is my preferred bottle of method. And what I'll be doing, I'll just be slowly pouring the product inside. And we're gonna be all set. This is kind of how our product is going to look like, the consistency, everything as you can see is in one layer. If you see it that it's separated afterwards in the morning when you see it, don't worry too much about it. That's perfectly fine and totally to be expected of the product. Regardless, this is a great gift to give to others and to enjoy yourself. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me or let me know. I'll also be posting the recipe online for anything. Thank you guys. Have a good one.